All right, Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino joins us now. Matt, what do people need to know about the weather this weekend from the coast to the Cascades?
And all over the state, Blair, it is going to be clear, but it's going to be cold and it's going to be windy in some areas too. So for the valleys, not that windy, but from, after midnight until about 9 a.m., we'll be dropping below freezing. So plan on, that's the windshield scraping icon. See that? I know it looks more looks more like a putty knife, but it's our windshield scraper. So there will be frost on the windshields, frost on some walkways. So look out for slippery spots as you're heading out early on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Sunday morning will actually be a little bit colder. Now, there will be wind, of course, centered in the Columbia River Gorge, but spilling out into the Portland area. That's a gust of 22 tomorrow afternoon. Not super strong west of I-205, but in the gorge, the gusts will reach 45, 50 miles an hour. Also, it's going to be windy up in the Cascades too. So if you're skiing, get ready for that. So cold mornings right on into midweek, cold east winds tomorrow, and frost on the windshields and the walkways, Blair.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so being from Maine, I should have one of those scraper things, but it broke. I haven't gotten a new one.
What?
You're going to hate me. I've been using a coffee cup lid to get the frost off my windshield every morning.
I am going to gift you an ice scraper so
really,
that you're better prepared.
It's been a time. Okay, we got some viewer questions I want to read to you. Anne wrote to us earlier this week. She said, I would like to see the weather group tell us about the star or stars that are close to the moon on any given day. There's something in the sky that is bigger than a star, but I don't know what it is. It looks like a combination of stars. Matt, what do you got for us?
Blair, it's a great question because with all the clear sky, it's cold, but it's perfect for star watching and sky watching. So this is Mount Hood. Even though it's dark, you can see the stars out there, but we're looking north right here. The really great, wow, they almost look like the northern lights there. I think it was just the reflection off the groomers up on Mount Hood. If you look to the south and southeast, though, there are 4 planets visible with your naked eye. And if you have binoculars, you can see 2 more. But looking south-southeast, right on into early February, we've got Mars, we've got Jupiter, super bright. There's a bright star called Aldebaran next to it as well. And then Venus, also super bright. You can also see Saturn. So 4, Venus, Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter. And like I said, in the same part of the sky, if you have binoculars, you can also see Neptune and Uranus as well. So potentially 6 if you have binoculars. And it's going to continue right on into the early part of February. And again, we've got the clear sky. So it's looking good for star and planet watching.
That's super cool. Have you tried that app on the phone that you hold it up and it can, you know what I'm talking about?
I love that. Yeah, it's great. It shows you. It's a really good aid because it helps point out, oh, that's what that is, especially with the stars.
I can only ever find little Jupiter, I think. Or maybe it's big Jupiter. I don't know.
There's only one Jupiter.
Wait, what am I trying? Dipper. Wow.
Yeah.
You got me thinking planets. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. We want to show you this picture we got from a viewer. Kirsten asked, what forms a cloud like this one? She said this pic was taken from earlier this month from the Dalles.
Yeah, Blair, another great question and a great picture of the cloud. Thank you, Kirsten, for sending this in. It was on January 13th. And you know what? Kirsten wasn't the only one to see this cloud and send me a picture. There's that exact same cloud, right? This is from Lee Weinstein. It was on January 13th. Now, you can see Mount Hood. This is out near the Dalles. This is called a mountain wave cloud, and you really do need a mountain range to get these to form. I know it looks like a spaceship, right? Beam me up. But they're super fun. They're super cool, and what you need are strong winds crossing a mountain range just like the Cascades. So here's how that works. Here's your mountain range. If you get air flowing over the range, it sets up a wave pattern downstream. If you have the proper atmospheric configuration, you need an inversion to really set this up well. But everywhere there's a crest of the wave, you get the cloud forming if there's enough moisture in the atmosphere. And when you get those isolated clouds, it's because there's not a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, but there's a little bit in that layer. So you get these clouds forming, altocumulus typically, forming at the crest of every wave. And sometimes you'll see these lined up hundreds of miles downstream in a line, and you see it from the satellite imagery like that. But just a great picture of one of my favorite clouds, the mountain wave clouds.
Wow, very cool. Well, Matt, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on the show and all of your knowledge.
Always fun.